So Sander, can you help me? Can you help me see it like you do? Well, no. There seems to be a story going on that there's someone who sees it in a certain way. There seems to be a need to see it the same way. It's just a story already, or belief, or thought, or whatever you seem to call it, self-referential loop. So there's a story going on that there's someone else who sees this in a certain way, and then there is a me who doesn't seem that way, and the way he sees it is much better than the way I see it, because that's just what thoughts are suggesting. So this doesn't need to change. So seeing or thinking or believing that there's someone seeing it in a certain way, or the need to see it also in the so-called way thoughts are suggesting that someone is seeing it already, is already just simply this. Who is able to see it in another way? Who is separated from the seeing, from the so-called thought suggesting that there is a you seeing it in a certain way? Who is separated from that to see it in any way different than how it ever seems to be already, as far as thoughts are suggesting there's a you seeing it in a certain way, able to change it, and there are so-called others, blah blah blah, seeing it in another way, and I have to see it in that way, because when I see it in that way, everything is going to be good, and I'm going to be happy and fine, and then I'm going to be free, and all that. Who's separate to do such a thing? There's just simply whatever seems to be happening, as far as thoughts are suggesting there's someone, or there are those others, so-called others, which are not me, which are separated from me, having a life, and they see their life in a certain way, and they manage their life in a certain way, and I also want to manage my life in a certain way, because I have a life, as far as thoughts are suggesting I have a life. Here it is. It's already just simply this. And there's no one separated or outside of the so-called storyline able to make it twist and turn, or to change the direction. The so-called idea that there's a way to change the storyline is already just a storyline. It's just already the self-referential loop, and it doesn't need to change.